promotes bat speed and power. Why would it do that? You're using all hands. It does the opposite. It promotes slappy hits. It promotes misses, really. You're going to be almost all wrists. So what these guys have done, they're assuming that conventional instruction is right and that you need to take your hands directly to the ball and not dump the barrel. Just look at the best hitters, whether it's best hitters from the early 1900s or the early 2000s. You're going to see guys who, quote unquote, dump the barrel. What this training aid is getting you to do, it's getting you to not let the barrel drop behind you. Now, here's the thing with that. It's not just that dropping the barrel behind you is okay. That is actually the key to a great swing. We're at an interesting time in swing instruction right now. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there are camps that say completely opposite things. There's a camp that says you want the barrel to drop behind you. There's a camp that says you don't want the barrel to drop behind you. Somebody's right. This is the assumption out there that a direct path to the ball is what you want. The idea for this has come from the geometric maxim that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. The thing is, we don't live on a two-dimensional piece of paper. So the shortest distance between 2 points, it doesn't really apply to the baseball swing. Taking your hands directly to the ball is not only not going to make you faster, it's going to make you miss more pitches. It's going to make you slap the ball to the opposite field more often. And it's going to give you very little power. So the fact that they're saying that it promotes power is kind of silly. It bothers me to see training aids like this because the route that I took was to try to figure out the swing. And along the way, I realized that certain products would work to help people understand the feeling of a great swing. When I look out at the swing instruction industry, they kind of have the whole process flipped. They want to first develop a product. That's frustrating to me because what I've come to realize is that conventional instruction is often a 180-degree reversal of what you actually want to do in the swing. I was someone affected by conventional instruction. There are thousands of kids out there right now being affected by conventional instruction, spending a lot of money on instructors or training aids that not only aren't helping them, but are actually making them worse. That's the crazy thing. It doesn't take too much time looking at video of the greatest hitters to see that they actually dropped the barrel behind them. This dropping of the barrel is what separates great hitters. It's one of the main things that shows that somebody's swing is on track. As long as it's not a forced move, which is what is being taught out there by Richard Skank in his camp, is that you should snap the barrel back. I think that that's possibly going to make some hitters better because at least they're getting this barrel dropping move and that's kind of headed in the right direction, but it's not the ideal way to do it. The reason why you want the barrel to drop behind you is because it's an indication that the barrel is aligning with your rotation real early in the swing. And that has to do with how much the back arm doesn't overexert at the start of the swing. That's really the key move. If you notice, when you swing with only your lead arm, the barrel's going to quickly align with your rotation. So it's rotation that happens first, and then the barrel drops down behind you. That's a key understanding. Again, you can force this dropping of the barrel to happen, and it can help some hitters, but it's not the ideal way. If you look at the best pound-for-pound hitters, you're going to see that they would hit this plunger that's attached to his helmet. And so my request from you, Battrac, is take a look at these great hitters from the past. All the ones who hit for high power and high consistency, and you're going to see that they would actually fail in using your training aid. Battrac to me is leading kids in the exact opposite direction that you want to go. It's unfortunate to see this. this hands straight to the ball stuff was the exact stuff that I worked diligently on, and it only made me worse, and it only makes everyone else worse. Even up at the major league level, if you see guys who are working on this diligently, they tend to go in a backwards direction. These guys who work on staying inside the ball and hitting the ball the opposite way, all this conventional stuff, they want you to basically take your body out of the swing and be more wristy. For some reason, I don't really know. I've speculated as to why that might be. I don't know for sure why it is, but it really is time that it stops. I mean, there has been enough instruction in the wrong direction in baseball, don't you guys think? Let's just take a look at the video. I mean, anyone has access to YouTube videos. Look at the greatest hitters. What you're going to see is they are not taking their hands directly to the ball. They are allowing the barrel to drop behind them. And this isn't just about getting on plane. I know that that's a big thing. That's pretty inconsequential. I know Ted Williams talked about it. I know. Don't bother in the comments. But it's not really about that. The biggest reason why you want the barrel to drop behind you is the way that it structures your body. The shape that you are in as you are approaching the ball really matters. It sets you up to either be body controlled in the swing or be arms and wrist controlled in the swing. If you're coming with a steep barrel into contact, you're going to have a more wristy swing. You're going to be more slappy at the ball. It's time we get on the same page in swing instruction. We at least have to come to an understanding that if instructors are not teaching that the barrel needs to drop behind you as you start your rotation forward, then they are on the wrong page. My hope is that very soon the instruction community will get on the same page about that. It doesn't take that much video proof to see, oh, okay, these better hitters, they definitely are flattening the barrel more behind them as they start forward. The only question from there is going to be, well, why does this happen? And for those of you who have read my book, you guys know why I think it happens. If you follow Richard Skank's stuff, you know why he thinks it happens. The first step that I'd like to work towards is everyone just getting on the same page. This barrel dropping behind you is a good thing.